Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Animation Commendation for another brand new season of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition. I'm your host, Ibrahim, aka Mark Brown, and I'm back for season 5. I can't believe it's 5 seasons already. But here we are again, going strong, and breaking off the new season. We have with us a former contestant, Mr. Stanford Clark. How are you?
Hi, Raheem. I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me again.
Well, thank you and congratulations on the 5th season. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I didn't think it lasts this long, but
Oh, good for you. That was great. Thanks.
So for people who don't know who you are, can you introduce yourself?
Thanks for the invite to participate again. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks. Okay, I think there was a lag. Yeah, I was saying before, if anyone doesn't know who you are, can you introduce yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm a writer and I blog. I've formerly wrote for the Animation Fascination website. Right now I've got my own website, which is called moviespastandpresent.com, which is just that, blogging about movies, classic movies and current movies, and still a big animation fan, and just really happy to talk anything animation. So I know that's how you and I connected, and it's just, again, it's so great to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. So do you have any, do you do any sort of preparation for this, or did you remember any tips you got from the last time you were on?
I was thinking about last season. I know the show that sunk me was a PBS animated show that I never watched. So I did a little review, but then also it's like one of those, well, I'm just basically keeping my fingers crossed that the random question generator is going to show some mercy on me.
That's all, you got to hope for that, right?
That's right.
So for all you people who are new to this is a 12-question multiple choice game based on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game show about anything remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Mr. Clark keeps getting questions right, he goes higher up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game. He leaves with the last number of points from the last safe haven. He has 3 lifelines, a 50-50, gets rid of 2 wrong answers. A phone or friend, he can call someone for help if he chooses, or an Ask the Expert. I've asked this season, our expert is a fellow blogger friend of mine named Swanpride, a Disney animation lover and fanatic. I've asked her all these questions previously, and Mr. Clark can see how she answered and decided if he wants to go with that or not. And we have a new thing this season. We have a 4th lifeline. If Mr. Clark gets to the 32,000, gets it right, there's a switch to question lifeline, where he can totally swap a question for another one worth the same number of points. Mr. Clark, are you ready to play Millionaire?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Just share my screen with you. Can you see the Millionaire screen?
I can.
All right. Let's get this started here. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition. And again, remember this, your ladder of points. The yellow ones are your benchmarks. Once you get to those, you can't lose them. And over here, our expert, Swanpride. And take a look at what she says. She says, "Hi, I'm Swanpride, Disney lover and blogger. I am kind of an expert in the history of movie animation. If you are asked about a high-quality animated movie that's made between 1910 and 2000, I will at least know something about it. Voice actors are a weakness of mine, though. There's only 50 chance I'd be able to answer a question about them. Better don't ask me anything about animated TV shows either, unless they aired in the late 80s and 90s. What I can offer instead is a sound basic knowledge about foreign animated movies that could work with Studio Ghibli and other famous players in Japan, or the efforts of European production companies to keep traditional animation alive." So keep that in mind. Voice actors and TV shows are her weakness, but in terms of movies, she's good. And all you people, please check out her blog at Honoring the Heroines, which is a heroine-based website at swanpride.wordpress.com. And she also has the Science of an Adaptation blog, which she talks about the Sherlock TV show, swanpride2.wordpress.com, and a music and lyrics blog, where she talks about Disney songs and Disney music at swanpride3.wordpress.com. Mr. Clark, shall we start?
Let's do it. Let's do it, Ibrahim.
500 points. Pikachu, Charmander, and Squirtle are 3 characters from which popular animated TV series? Is it A, Paw Patrol, B, Pokemon, C, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, or D, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure?
You know, I'm grateful that I know this one, Ibrahim. I'm going to go with B, Pokemon. Final answer.
Well, you seem to have known this one. Are you correct? Your answer,
Pikachu.
Your answer is correct. Good job.
Oh, thank goodness.
I take it. Did you watch much Pokemon?
No, I didn't watch much Pokemon. However, my nephew was a huge Pokemon fan, and he had all the cards and everything, and then often when I visit with him, he'd show me stuff. So I'm Pikachu, you know.
You got that covered.
Yeah. Thank goodness you put Pikachu though in there because I might have been.
You would have known the others. Yeah. The
I'm the
500
other
point
ones.
question has to be easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with the Pokemon Go app, everyone's been doing
Right. Everybody's doing that. Did you get into that app much?
No, I never watched Pokemon actually. It's not the thing I grew up with, so I didn't
Yeah.
watch the app either.
Yeah, ditto.
So anyway, you got 500 points, but let's get you higher.
Okay.
The next one is the benchmark. I have to remind you, if you get it wrong, you leave with nothing. I don't think it'll happen, but I just have to remind you. 1,000 points. Set to debut in 2019, The Hidden World is a subtitle of the third entry in which DreamWorks animation franchise that takes place in the Viking island of Berk? Is it A, Shrek, B, How to Train Your Dragon, C, Kung Fu Panda, D, Madagascar?
All right, starting off with the DreamWorks question. You know, I believe I know this one too. Probably just because I'm familiar with the schedule and I've recently seen the trailer for it. I'm going to go with B, How to Train Your Dragon. That's my final answer.
B, How to Train Your Dragon. Did your memory serve you correctly? Your answer is correct. Good job.
Okay, thank goodness.
1,000 points.
Glad to at least make 1,000.
Yes, you at least have that. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I like to see how. I think it's going to be the last one in the trilogy. That's what they say. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, how do you like? Do you like this series?
I do. It's one of the DreamWorks. To me, is a hit and miss. I like half of their stuff, and I don't like half. But How to Train Dragon, I really love.
Yeah, I know that it's really a popular one, and I think they've done a nice job with it. So let's hope this new film's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 2019 looks to have a whole bunch of fun animated films coming out. So
lots of stuff. I know.
We gotta wait until that then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Clark, you have 1,000. You have all your life.
Okay.
Get you higher.
At least there's no going back. Right? At least I got 1,000.
At least you got that. 2,000 points. The 2017 Sony animation film The Star tells the story of the birth of which biblical figure? Is it A, Solomon, B, Elijah, C, Jesus, or D, Ishmael?
You know, I didn't see this film, but I talked to people who saw it. In fact, I believe I talked to our mutual friend Rachel, who I think either she saw it or we talked about it. But it's set in. I'm going to answer C, Jesus, because I think it's talking about, basically the Christmas story, right, and the birth of Jesus. So I'm C, Jesus. Final answer.
Well, you seem to have known that even without seeing it. Your answer is correct. Good job.
Did you see it? I
didn't check it out. It didn't interest me really because it's the story from the point of view of these animals, and I don't know, it just wasn't my thing.
I wasn't interested in it either because, again, they were trying to make kind of these modern, sassy animal jokes, in this ancient setting. I don't know. It just the whole concept of it I thought was weird. But anyway, I knew the answer.
If I remember correctly, I don't think it made much money at the box office either. But
okay,
we'll see. Sony Animation, they have an interesting slate.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, it's all kind of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got that? Let's keep going. 5,000 points. In the 1973 Disney canon film Robin Hood, what sort of animal is Friar Tuck portrayed as? Is A, a bear, B, a badger, C, a raccoon, or D, a ferret?
I love this movie, and I'm very familiar with Friar Tuck. I'm just trying to picture his face. I don't want to do a 50-50.
Take your time.
I really don't think he's right. I really don't think he's a. It's either going to be he's either a badger or a raccoon, but I don't think he's got anything on his face. I'm going to take a risk, Ibrahim.
Oh, risky.
And I'm going to go with B, badger. Final answer. and that will be, I'll be shamed if I get it wrong. But
well, you said it's a favorite film of yours, and you had an idea. You could have asked the expert, or you could have done a 50-50, but you took a risk going to the Badger. Is your risk correct? Your answer is correct.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. That would have been shameful.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite of the Disney canon films as well. I'm very surprised. I follow a lot of Disney bloggers who watch and review the entire canon, and then they rank it. And many of them I've seen put this movie like in the bottom 5, and I'm very shocked at that. But to me, this is like one of my favorite films. So this is one of my top 5 of all time.
I don't think it deserves to be in the bottom either. I'm trying to remember. I have a hard time ranking the Disney animation just because there's so many that I like, you know. But this one is just delightful. So okay, well, I'm glad I didn't bring myself shame.
I can understand putting it in the middle of the canon, but like when people rank it right alongside Home on the Range or Chicken Little, I'm like, no,
exactly. Like, no, it is, and the great voice cast they have for it, and everything is so fun.
And also, I think it's one of the most quotable Disney movies too, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff.
And I think it's also my favorite film adaptation of Robin Hood, to be precise.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, have you seen the one with the very old one with Errol Flynn ever?
I haven't seen that one, but I hear that one's pretty good.
That one's really fun. I would recommend that one at your convenience. You know, you should.
Yeah.
You should try to find that one.
I have seen the live action Disney version in the 50s.
Yeah, from the 50s.
I like it, but it's not as much as this. But I know there are like some scenes in this movie that pay tribute to that movie. So. Yeah,
I don't love that Disney one from the 50s either. It's okay.
Yeah,
but
it was okay to me. But yeah, this is my Robin Hood movie.
The one with Errol Flynn, though, I think not that you'd find it any better, but it's really good. I think it's really.
I gotta check it out. I think Rachel, I think she told me about that also.
Yeah.
Check it out. All right, your risk proved worthy. So just keep going. You still got 3 lifelines. Don't forget.
Okay.
Which actress voices Cappy, the love interest of the protagonist Rodney in the 2005 Blue Sky Studios film Robots? A. Angela Bassett, B. Vanessa Williams, C. Regina Hall, or D. Halle Berry?
I've seen Robots, and if I'm not mistaken, is it Ewan McGregor who plays who has the lead in it? But it has been a while since I've seen this film. Yes. I think I'm going to need to do a 50-50. I don't believe it's Vanessa Williams.
Oh, okay.
But my guess, and I'm not.
What are you leaning towards?
And then say AC, and I think it could be AC or D, so I better do it. I'd like to do a 50-50 if I could, please.
Okay, we could do a 50-50, get rid of 2 wrong answers for you. Angela Bassett or Halle Berry.
Okay.
You can still ask the expert, but just keep in mind, she said voice actors
are
not
yeah, I know, I remember that. She's not a voice artist person.
So it's probably best to, if you want to take a guess, that's probably best thing. Or you can walk away with 5,000 points. Remember, there will be a round 2 if no one gets to the million.
That's right. I don't want to be sunk on this one though, because, boy.
What are you going to do? Are you leaning towards any of the 2?
Well, I'm leaning more towards Halle Berry. But I think the problem that I'm having, Ibrahim, is that I don't remember a lot about the character.
Okay.
And
it is a forgotten film, I think, nowadays, or at least not as talked about.
And Angela Bassett has got such a domineering, presence. I mean, she's so wonderful. Whereas Halle Berry might play a character that perhaps is just, for lack of a better word, maybe a little more sweet. Now Not that Angela Bassett couldn't do great in any role she wanted to, but ooh.
Well, the choice is yours. Take your time. You could take a guess. You could walk away. Your choice.
Well,
Ask the expert to give it a shot. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend it.
I know, because although it's recent enough that she might know to do an ask the expert.
Well, also, she said she's good in films from 1910 to 2000. So this is
that's true. So, this is 2005.
So it might not be.
Oh, darn it. Well, I'm gonna take a risk again on this one, Ibrahim, okay. And I'm gonna go with D. Halle Berry. Final answer. Oh, okay. We'll see.
Yeah, no idea. You took it 50-50. You took a guess with Halle Berry. You get this right, you keep going. You get it wrong. It was nice having you, sir.
I know. I don't want it to end. I'm having too much fun talking with you, Mark.
Me too. But let's see how it goes. Your answer is correct.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Again, that was really just, it was an educated guess. Oh yeah, okay. There she is.
I saw this movie again recently, like last year, and I still forget about this character. So yeah, it's not a very memorable character.
Mm-hmm.
But
both actresses were popular, particularly at that time period too.
Exactly.
But oh wow, okay. Well, I'm grateful. Yeah. I'll have to rewatch it again just because.
Just for this. I think Angela Bassett, she was a voice in Meet the Robinsons, if I remember correctly.
She was, yeah.
But Halle Berry, I think this is her only voice roles. Halle Berry's.
Yeah, because I don't think she's done a lot of voiceover work like this that I recall. But okay, well,
I'm glad. Hey, you saved yourself 2 lifelines, and
I know.
Your risk is paying off. You're 2 away from the next benchmark, where you get the next benchmark and the next lifeline.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep going, sir. 20,000
points. See how we do.
Which character from the animated TV series The Magic School Bus does not appear in its reboot series The Magic School Bus Rides Again?
It's one of those PBS shows. You're going to kill me. Actually, this is back on Netflix, right?
C. Ralphie, D. Wanda. Yeah, the reboot is on Netflix, yeah.
Well,
so you still have the experts, but again, she said TV show's not her thing either.
I know, and darn it, I honestly, I can say I have never watched an episode of The Magic School Bus. Okay. I'm familiar with the concept and the look of it, and I know that I had to write a couple of articles about the reboot for Animation Fascination, but I never learned about who is not appearing, and I don't know any of these names. So I think I need to use a lifeline.
Okay, what are you gonna?
Even though I know TV's not her thing.
You're just gonna hope for the best.
but I think it's worth a try.
Okay, so you want to ask Swanpride?
Yes.
Let's go to Swanpride. Hopefully she knew this. What did she say? No idea. I didn't even watch it. Sorry. I mean, she did tell us TV wasn't her thing. So
it's fair. She did. Yeah. But I just thought, well, maybe this is one show she ended up watching.
So you could take another risk if you'd like, or you could walk away at 10,000.
Well, I think it's worth taking a risk because what's to look.
Yeah, if you get it wrong, you'll go down to 1,000. Just let you.
Yeah. Also, okay, so if I walk away, I'm at 10,000.
Yes.
And if I get it wrong, I go to 1,000, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The top 5 will come back for round 2 if there is a round 2.
Right. Because I want to come back for round 2. Oh, darn it.
And remember, the next one is the next benchmark.
I know, and I'd love to try it.
If you would take a guess, what would you say?
Well, my guess, for whatever reason, I'm kind of going with either A. Phoebe or D. Wanda, and I don't know why. I'm wondering if, as I recall, it seems to me Lily Tomlin was involved, and I don't know if she was involved in the first one, but she's like voicing the driver. And so I don't know if the driver, seems to me that the driver is a female character and that it might be a different driver.
Okay.
So, but again,
So
I don't know. I don't know. It's such a guess.
Well, it's your game. Take your time. What do you want?
Well,
so far your risks have worked out.
Well, I know, right? But it's shows that, see, back in the day when I was watching PBS, it was Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Nice. And none of them are animated, so they probably wouldn't show up.
So I didn't watch. These are all before my time.
Yeah.
But or after my time, I guess I should say. I'm before their time.
And again, all this is just randomized from the question generator. So
Ibrahim,
yes.
I think I'm gonna take a guess because I mean I want to come back, but I also
want to get to the next benchmark at least.
I want to try to go to the next benchmark.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna say D Wanda. Final answer. Okay. And again, pure guess, and we'll see. We'll see how I do.
Well, I was just gonna ask you if it was your final answer, but you told me, so that helps.
Final answer.
Yeah, no idea. Swanpride didn't know either. Took a random guess, D Wanda. Hopefully, yeah, 25% chance. Did you get it right? You get it right. You keep going. Get it wrong. That's the end of the game. It's third time the charm. Your answer is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You're leaving 1,000 points.
Well,
you told me you were thinking between Phoebe and Wanda. It actually was Phoebe.
It's Phoebe.
Yes.
Okay.
If you had said a final answer, you would have gotten it right.
Yeah. Well.
So the thing
stunk
is,
again by a PBS show.
I'm sorry. So in the original show, Phoebe was a character who she had transferred from an old school, and every episode she would make a remark about the field trip, saying, "At my old school, we didn't, go into someone's body for a field trip or something like that." So in the reboot, what they did is they said she went back to her old school, and she's replaced with a new Indian girl character named Jyoti.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is, yeah. Lily Tomlin voiced Miss Frizzle, the teacher, the school bus driver.
Oh, it's Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, in the first show. And in this show, her sister, who's played by, what's her name? Kate McKinnon, she's the new teacher.
That's right. Okay.
Lily Tomlin,
that's what
she still shows up as her character, in the end of the show and stuff like that.
Was Miss Frizzle the bus driver then?
Yeah, well, she was the teacher and she drove the bus.
And she drove the bus. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Kate McKinnon took over. Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me. Although I would never have.
Yeah. I was hoping you would have said A. You would guess.
I know.
A.
Me too.
You did your best. So you leave with 1,000. So yeah,
which means I'll see you next season, hopefully. If you do a season 6.
Hey, you never know. We could have a season 2, and that could be a winning score because tiebreakers determine. Never know. So, but thank you so much for coming on. And
thank you. It's so great. It's so great to see you.
Yeah, you too. Before we go, is there anything you want to say, or how can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Stanford Clark, and then please come read my blog, moviespastandpresent.com.
Nice, and I'll make sure to put a link to that in the description
below. Thank you.
And also, since this being the 5th season, and do you have any sort of statement you want to say regarding this game show and how it's been going for the 5 seasons?
Well, the game show's awesome, and I think you're so great too, Ibrahim. Thank you for inviting me, and clearly, 2 times in a row sunk by PBS shows that weren't from my childhood. So I gotta. I guess if I come back, I'm gonna have to do some homework on some of those. I'm gonna have to brush up on my Magic School Bus and Super Y and all these different channels.
I don't think I even know anything about Super Y, but yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming. All you people
Thank
watching,
you.
you have 10 contestants, 9 more to go. Hopefully one of them can make it to the million. If not, the top 5 come back for round 2. And the winner gets Amazon gift card. Until then, see you for the next show. Bye.